Okay gang, welcome to a different version of one of my arts and crafts videos where I have decided that I'm going to challenge myself. If you came from the Stardew Valley video, I just want to say first of all, hi. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for laughing at me. I've decided today I'm going to challenge myself and I'm gonna make a paper mosaic. I have a set time frame, which is when my camera dies, and it doesn't last for very long, so we're gonna have to work fast. I have my jar of Elmer's glue. This is actually like almost brand new. I recently purchased this. I've been using the same bottle of glue for like years, so I finally bought a new one, so that's exciting. It's been a hot minute. It's been quite the hot minute since I've done one of these. I'm excited to sit down and just like one shot kind of explain my process, I guess, because like whenever I make one of these projects I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to voice this over with. I don't know. You might be like, okay, what are you doing? So basically I like to make silly little overlapped mosaics. I don't like fit the pieces together into a design like this and then make it make sense. I overlap the pieces and kind of like make fun little shapes with them. Oh yeah, the other thing with these paper mosaics is that I never plan them. They would probably go a lot better if I did plan them, but I don't because I'm not very good at planning things. You know? I don't plan a lot. I plan some things and I'm very good at the things that I do actually plan. But when it comes to like forcing myself to plan something that I really don't want to think about, no. No, not at all. Why would I do that, you know? Like I don't see the point in planning when I don't want to plan. Like why would I plan when planning does not sound fun? It doesn't sound like a good time. It doesn't sound like a great time even. It just sounds very blah, and I don't want to do that, you know? I won't have a good time doing blah planning. That sounds like a nightmare. I don't want to do that. What, nightmare planning? I'm good. I'm actually good. So usually I take an embroidery needle and I just kind of throw some glue, and sometimes I have excess glue. I just wipe it off on my palm and I'll take it off later because it's a safe place for that stuff to sit. And I'll just overlap things. And then I just do this until I like what's showing up on my mosaic. And I'll just keep going. I don't stop. I just kind of see what looks nice. And sometimes, you know what, maybe today the goal is not to create a specific image. Maybe I don't have the bandwidth for that today. Maybe today I'm just making something because it makes me happy. Maybe I'm just making a nice little fall-esque collage. I realized that the colors that I picked are somewhat fall-esque, which is kind of fun because it's fall. You know, I used to not like fall very much. I used to hate the idea of fall, and I think it might have been because of school. Not that I hated school. I liked school, at least for a little while, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I used to love summer, I think, and I think it was mainly because I loved the freedom that came with summer. And so come fall, I lose that freedom, even though I didn't really have a ton of freedom during the summer. I think it was just I didn't want to do schoolwork, even though I was good at schoolwork. So just kind of one of those things that's interesting about the way that life works is that even though I hated something, I still found it more freeing than the alternative, which is a interesting, strange way to look at it. I think we need to introduce a third color. And then from here, I just kind of do whatever I want. The rules are whatever I've set up and established for myself, which is not much. I don't like to give myself rules when making these kinds of things. It's just kind of a free-for-all. But also, since I have a set time limit, I do kind of have to move fast. So let's hope with everything in me that I can figure out how to make this work without an embarrassingly long amount of effort, because I don't have time for that. And now comes the part where I don't talk for ages because I'm thinking, but also because what do I say at this point? I'm just kind of piecing things together. I like this little crescent peek through that we have there. And then I like how that kind of looks like a shoe. Looks kind of like a shoe. Maybe it needs a leg. Maybe the shoe needs a leg. Maybe that's what we make next. Look at that. And we have a little leg. We need to figure out where to put the leg. Maybe the leg belongs there. Maybe the leg belongs there. And you know what? We have another crescent piece here. So what if that is another foot? A little bit abstract, but it's for the fun of it. There we go. Kind of like a little slipper thing going on. Maybe whatever this is, their shoe is falling off. We'll glue it on like a little slipper. There we go. Yeah, the biggest issue with my yarn paintings and then with these is how easily all the pieces will just like fly away. Like with my yarn paintings, I have to like be really careful about how much I breathe, because things will just like fall off and then I can't find them again. So that's definitely, I think, one of the biggest struggles with working on this is that like sometimes I'm working with such small pieces that I sometimes can't find them, which is a bit frustrating. I would definitely say that sometimes that can be a little bit frustrating, because you know, you kind of want to work on your project, but when you can't find your project, it tends to make it a little bit difficult to work on it, you know? Okay, so I guess we're making a little figure. An amorphous figure with legs. That's fun. They don't need to have a shape, they just have legs. And they don't even need to look like an actual creature to us. Maybe it's just that they have legs. And that just dictates the rest of it for me. Maybe this little fall creature is walking around in a bush. Typically don't tell this much story, I don't think, but I'm just brainstorming, trying to figure out who this is. Because I don't like planning these things. I like as I'm making them to let them tell me. I think it's more fun that way, to not really know what's going to show up in front of your face until it's waving at you. Now I've just had the great idea that we're going to do something a little bit fun. And we're going to do my favorite thing that I like to make on my projects, which is hands. I love making hands. They're so much fun. Once I figured out how to do them, I was like, oh, I'm going to be doing this like every single time now. Maybe not every single time, but I sure would like to. We need to fill up this top part more. I like to think that this creature that we've now made, I like to think that they're some kind of little like plant fae. They are tree and branch in a way. I'm gonna do a very basic hand. I don't think we're gonna do knuckles. I think we're just gonna do the basic 5 finger kind of a situation. I like how these hands are just like a little bit strange, because like when it's one color of paper it looks a little bit better. But I decided to not do that, to just kind of hope for the best. Now we've got a fun little branch hand, and now we just need one more. I think this one's gonna work out a little bit better than the last one, because I actually kind of planned it a little bit instead of just going for it, but that's fine. I love making little hands, like little silly little imperfect hands. I think they're so fun. I like the spiky fingers. It looks kind of spooky, but still like, you know, a little bit interesting. I love it very much. Got little hands for a little creature. It's so fun. I love it. I love hands for our little creature. Oh, this is fun. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for our friend. Wow. Okay, let's add a little bit more red. Okay, I very poorly judged the angles on that, so that's on me. Very poorly judged the angles on this. There we go. Let's just add that there. That's fine. That's fine. We're still going to make our creature. And then we'll fasten on the hands when we're ready for them. I want to add more to it first. Come on. Stay in place. Okay. I feel like if I put the arms down there, it looks a little bit more relaxed and less, well, yeah, it looks more like surprised and on guard up there, but down here it looks a little bit more relaxed. So maybe I'll do that. So let's attach the arms. It sucks that I'm really bad at talking towards the end because then it makes for an inconsistent filming experience. Because, like, I'm talking a bunch, and then there's a bunch of silence, and then all of a sudden I'm done with the project, and you're like, wow, where'd the time go? What were you doing between those steps? What's this off-camera mining that you're doing here, huh? Like, what's going on? What are you doing? There we go. I just think it's fun to picture that this creature is just hiding in a bush. Just like hiding in a bush to like hide? I don't know. I think it's such a fun little this creature. They're just watching. They're just watching from the comfort of their little bush in the forest. And I think that's lovely. Okay, so the camcorder did die right before I could glue on the last piece. So, let's just finish this up. Because I recorded it, I charged it for just long enough, I think, to finish this off. So, yeah, let's do that there. Okay. Oh, wait, no, I don't want that there. I don't want that there. No. There we go. Okay. Here we are. Little friend. I don't know who this I don't know who this is. But it's just a creature. I think it's fun to use your imagination and just cut up a bunch of paper and glue it back together however you see fit. And this is how I saw it fit. Just a little blob of 3 different colors. And some white. But, you know, maybe I give him a little background. I think it would be really funny if I just did like a solid background. I think that'd be so fun. Yeah, I kind of like that. You know, typically I will like cut out another group of collaged pieces, but I think in this case, yeah, I think we'll glue them on there. Last bit of time, I swear. I realized that maybe it would suit the like whole like, oh, he's hiding behind a bush kind of theme by like, just like, instead of this contrasting color, what if I just added on top the color that I already used, the orange, just kind of like add to the kind of camouflaginess. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna glue it down, and then I'm gonna tear around it for the kind of like, I still like the torn effect. So I'm gonna glue this down. This is the last time I'm charging this thing before I'm done with this. I'm gonna lose my mind. Glue them down, and you might be like, isn't it wasteful to just put it in the middle of the paper and then tear it out? I reuse everything. So, if anything, this gives me like a fun shape to work with on my future projects, the paper that I end up ripping out. Now that we've torn out those pieces, let's nail down the last bits, because I want to make sure that this stays stuck to the paper because we don't want this little one going anywhere. Make sure that they're safe and secure. Whoops. We'll make sure that they feel comfy in the little bush they're hiding behind. Or maybe they are the bush. Who knows? This is just fun. There we go. Yeah, I think I kind of like the little camouflaginess of it. Maybe, I know you probably can't see it well enough on camera, but for me, I love it. I think this is so fun. I think that's everything. Well, I'm very, very happy with that. I think that looks... So the camcorder died again, so I'm just going to keep talking, and you're just going to continue looking at our little friend here, because I am not about to charge my camcorder yet again for like 5 minutes just to get a little bit more footage. I'm not going to do that. You're going to look at some lovely, lovely pictures of this thing, and I am going to do nothing else with my camera. I'm just going to have a grand old time talking to you. But yeah, I really like this little friend that we've made. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little improvisational craft. I hope it brought you a little bit of happiness, calm, joy, inspiration, disturbance. I hope this video disturbed you to your core. I hope it really upset you to watch this. Okay, that's it. I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Bye.